Hi, my name is Iris. I hope that you are doing very well. If you are new here, welcome. This channel is all about faith-based content. So, I remember that in the beginning, like when I started my walk with God, right? And I had all these questions like, what does a Christian do? What does a believer do? Um, I had no idea that there was, believers out there, that there were Christians out there, that they were creating content and they were posting them on YouTube. I had no idea that that was a thing. And I think that I started, to realize that when I started to like look on YouTube. I had like certain questions, right? Like, what is fasting? How does fasting look? Um, Stuff like that. I would just type it in the in the little search area for YouTube, and then certain videos would pop up, right? Certain YouTubers and their content would pop up. Anyways, so I think that's how this whole thing started. But the thing that after watching, other YouTubers and their content, what lured me in, or what like kept me like from, watching, is that the YouTubers were like relatable. That they were, that they were honest, that they were, truthful about their walk with God. And that's something that was like super intriguing, and that just kept like drawing me in. So I don't know about you, like when you watch certain content on YouTube, like what draws you in, or what like intrigues you, what wants to keep you like wanting more, wanting to see more of what that YouTuber is creating, or more about their content. Like for me, it's honesty, and it has to be like, I have to be I have to relate with that person in some way or another. So I'm gonna, talk about like two YouTubers that I've looked at for like some time now. One more than the other. And the reason as to why I'm recommending them. So the first one is Terry Savelle Foy. I think that's her name. Like, I hope I didn't just like, yeah, Terry Savelle Foy. And she calls herself the cheerleader of I don't know if it's cheerleader of dreams, but she calls herself a cheerleader, right? She's like, I'm cheering you on. And she literally is. She talks in her content. Her content is about like having visions and having goals, and really like committing to them, right? She just doesn't want you to put like a poster like you see back there, and paste things on there. Like, no, she's like, okay, what's the vision that God has given you, and how are you working on accomplishing the that vision, right? And what she focuses on is actually like small habits, or small goals that will lead you to the big picture, or to the big thing. And one of the reasons that I like watching her content or her videos is because you can see how God has like tremendously like changed her life around. You could see the faith, that she has in the Lord. Like it's a lot, how much she trusts the Lord. And how because in the beginning she really had no goals, she had no vision. Her she wasn't doing well, like health wise. She was on the verge of divorce. Like her life was like in a rut. She was going nowhere. And but now, like, as you begin to see her content, like she has dreams, she has goals. Like her relationship with her husband is really good. They didn't get a divorce, so you could see how God like really turned her life around, and not just in one area, but like in different areas of her life. And what she does is she's like, hey, this is what worked for me, so I want to help you, so that you also get out of that rut. Like, it doesn't mean that it's gonna look the same as hers, but sometimes we go through that, right? Through struggles, and sometimes we want to give up, and we don't know how to pursue the certain goals or certain dreams. And she's like, no, 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 like, we're not gonna give up. Like, she's like, I'm like, she is really like a cheerleader. Like, okay, like, what's your goal? Like, what's your plan? What are the small habits and that you're going to be doing to actually to actually complete them, right? Because yeah, God can give you a vision, yeah, God can give you a goal, like, but it's also up to us, like, to put in the work, right? God's gonna give us the creativity, God's gonna give us the tools, but there has to be some work on from our part, right? Like, let's say for example, like, one of your goals or one of your dreams is for you to get fit, right? And that's very important to God. He's like, you got to take care of God's temple, right? And we are the temple, right? The temple of the Holy Spirit. And he calls us like, hey, you got to take care of this body because he has given it to us, right? So let's say that you want to get fit, you want to get healthy. One of the little goals, or one of the little things that you can do, and I think that one of her friends has done before, is she's like, hey, I couldn't go to no gym. For some reason, she didn't do, she didn't go to the gym, she didn't go to the park. What she wanted to do is she actually wanted to have like upper body strength, or like more strength in her arms, or she wanted her arms to get fit, something like that. So in her house, like, she would put her hands against the wall, let me try to, like that, and she would just do like, not the wall, sorry, it was like against like the countertop or something like that, and she would do like 5 or 10 like push-ups, and she kept that up every single day. And remember, small little goal, small little habit, right? She kept that up, and then after, like, she really gained strength in her arms. So she really, she gives you some tips as to what type of things you can do to not just have your dreams and goals like put on a poster and then forget about them, but she really like helps you and pushes you, gives you tools so that you can complete the your dreams, right? So that's one YouTuber. The second YouTuber, her name is Morgan Tracy J, and again, I am looking for honesty. I am looking for for, what is that thing called, like, I have to relate to that person in some way or another. Like, one of the reasons why I like looking at Terry Savelle Foy, I don't know why I'm saying her whole entire name, but let's go with Terry, like, it's because she focused a lot about your vision and your dreams and your goals, sorry, and not just like putting them on a poster, but like she really helps you accomplish those goals, right? So that's why I was drawn to her YouTube channel. So for Morgan Tracy J, she's single, I'm single. I think she's in her late 20s. I'm also in my late 20s. And I've been looking at Morgan Tracy J's videos like for a while now. And what I'm gonna do is excuse me, I'm gonna be inserting certain, like, what their YouTube, how do they look, and certain like videos, the type of content that they put. I'm saying like this way later in the video because later on I'm gonna edit this, so it's fine. So yeah, so Morgan Tracy J, she's single like me. She's in her late 20s. She is very honest with her, with her walk with the Lord. She talks a lot about fashion. She also gives you fashion tips. I really like how she dresses. I like the colors that she uses. She talks a lot about prayer journaling, a lot about how to do your devotional, like what her morning routine with Jesus looks, or her nighttime routine with Jesus looks. She talks about like her health, her weight journey, and she is also very honest in the area that sometimes when we walk with God, it's gonna be hard. It's not always gonna be easy, and there's gonna be times where it's not gonna be so much like great days, right? But at the end of the day, like, there is joy, but in the meantime, in the during whatever it is that we're going through, like, that God calls us to enjoy it, right? To live in the moment, to really enjoy life. And that's something that I like about Morgan, that she's very honest. She's very like, there's things that she struggles with that I struggle with, and and she doesn't really like close it up or like hide it. Like one of the things is like God told her that she had to like a certain, you know, season of her life was over, and it was, you know, time to continue to move to, you know, to this other thing. And you know, she cried about that, and she said that that wasn't super, it was something very hard to do, to be obedient to God in that area. And I was like, wow, like that's something that I relate with her in, because like God has called me to do certain things, and I'm like, God, like, and I've, you know, cried, and I've like been like, God, like, but this is hard, you know. But at the end, like, we know, and I'm pretty sure that she knows that our obedience leads to blessings, right? So and not just for us, but the blessing goes to like the other people around us, whether it be family members, whether it be friends, it could be a stranger, like yeah. So those are the two YouTubers that I recommend for now. There's a lot of other YouTubers that I watch, but maybe I can do another video on that, like separately. But I hope that you actually take time, maybe like whatever you listened that I have said about these two YouTubers, maybe that's something like that like connects with you, and you want to check out their content. Like I hope you do. And I know that it's gonna bless you. I know that it's gonna be like God is gonna speak to you through each of these two women, you know. And I'm wondering, like, what are some of your Christian, you know, the YouTubers or content that you like to look at? And I actually want to know, like, why would you recommend this person to me? Please let me know in the comments section below. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.